Meet Stuart Bingham, the 39-year-old English cueman who in May carried on Essex's proud tradition of producing snooker world champions. Stuart joined the elite club, which includes Ronnie O'Sullivan and Steve Davis, when he captured the sport's showpiece event to become the oldest first-time winner since 1947.
All the dreams come true. Say being a pro 20 odd years, I think we sort of missed the chance, missed the boat, as they say. But yeah, to say beat the players I have and to finally lift that trophy, I think you could see it in my face at the end. It was just a dream come true.
The reverberation of his memorable victory at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre is still being felt as he began the World Championship as a 50-to-1 outsider. This fearless potter defeated former champions Graham Dott and Ronnie O'Sullivan before edging out another crowd favourite, Judd Trump, to reach the final.
Obviously playing at Sheffield with Ronnie, so I might have had 5% of the crowd, but all the shouting out for Ronnie, it inspires me. Same with Judd, I might have had 10% of the crowd, but obviously as I played the final against Sean, I think it swung about and I think I might have had 75%. It's all, I suppose people looked at me as I've done a crowd favourite and things like that. I suppose like Jimmy White, like people's champion, just a normal sort of person doing what I love doing.
The best of 35 frame final against Shaun Murphy was highly entertaining, with the match delicately poised at 15 all.
I remember going 15-12 up, and then the sort of pressure really hit. I remember it obviously coming back at me, and I thought I blew it. I thought that was it, I was over, and a few things weren't going my way, even that 31st frame. I was still trying to attack the balls, still trying to play the right shots, and a few things just weren't going my way, and so that was the marathon frame, 64 minutes, when I went at the toilet at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously that changed it back, and say the rest is history, as they say.
Stuart's victory by 18 frames to 15 completed a remarkable transition from Journeyman to King of the Crucible.
I think it's helped all the other players on the tour. So I've been around 20 years, and people think that they can't do it, and they look at me now, and I think everyone's inspired that all it takes is a couple of good weeks, and obviously a lot of heart, a lot of determination, a lot of hard work, and you can get your dreams. And that's all I've just kept believing at the end of the day.
Stuart's journey to the summit of the sport began as a teenager when his parents drove him to Vic Harris's snooker club in Leigh-on-Sea. Dad Eddie remembers the moment.
He went to Leigh-on-Sea as work experience, and Vic took him under his wing and let him practice down there, clean the tables, just for the week, or 2 weeks I think it was. And after that, we just went down there. We went down there and up every night. Well, we did go every night.
I remember my mum coming home from work, and I was bugging her as she would put her foot through the door, that I was saying, come on, let's go, let's go. And we'd spend sort of 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. up the club at Leigh-on-Sea, and so that's where I spent a lot of my teenage life really. And so I thank my mum and dad for everything.
Well, Vic Harris said he will be world champion one day, and like, obviously you think yeah, but obviously as the years went by, you're thinking, oh, it's cutting it a bit fine, but obviously he's done it.
I remember winning that, and Malcolm Thorne, Willie's brother, said to me, everyone who's won that tournament has got into...
In 1996, Stuart's career progressed when he won both the English and World Amateur Championship.
Me with hair.
His breakthrough moment as a professional came in 2011, when after 16 years of trying, he won his first ranking tournament, beating two-time world champion Mark Williams in the final of the Australian Open.
I come back from 8-5 down to win 9-8. Just started throwing my arm at a few shots and they started going in. And obviously I remember the last frame, I remember doing a cross double that I'd no shot, and I just thought I might as well go for something rather than play a bad shot, and luckily it went in, and so the rest is history, as they say. But yeah, it's great feeling, and say that I'll always be fond in my heart.
The win, which consolidated his place in the elite top 16 for the first time, came barely a year after he started working with his current coach, Steve Feeney.
Stuart is an incredible talent. Always had what we call bottle in the game. You know, terrific temperament, awesome to work with. So to see him lift his first ranking title, you know, when most people didn't expect it, and to see it within about a year after our work, had to be, you know, such a fantastic time. To see them with a smile on their face when they're lifting titles and trophies, you know, it's heartwarming.
After they began working together, Feeney introduced Stuart to SightRight, a new coaching system which he invented about 18 years ago. The technology, which has also been adopted by professional golfers, has paid dividends.
The game is very much about straight lines. It's an accuracy sport. So in snooker terms, many players will play with methods that have been coached in for a period of time that are almost feel methods, leading with the hand or right foot on line and those sorts of things. So I've learned to instantly see and identify the sighting errors that those people have.
Yeah, very good.
Stuart's cue has two white lines, and if they happen to be crossed, then he knows that he's not sighting correctly. He can then adjust the lines and get perfectly in position for the shot.
So that keeps you bang on the line of 8.
Yeah, it's just got me back to basics, gives me routines to do, gets me bang on line behind the shot, and something I can trust, something I can believe in.
This solution to cueing straight has certainly helped Stuart reach the pinnacle of a sport he once considered quitting.
I went through a stage early on in my career that I lost 10 matches on the trot. That was the end of half of one season and the start of the half of the next season. It was tough. The confidence goes. You just don't think you can win another game. Yeah, I've been there, got the T-shirt, and obviously I'm blessing all my stars that I'm on a winning streak, and I'm winning matches and now winning tournaments.
The face of snooker changed dramatically in 2010 when Barry Hearn took over as chairman of the sport's governing body. The number of tournaments has increased along with the prize money. It also means that Stuart and his fellow pros have less time to spend at home with the family or relaxing away from the game. In the pre-Hearn era, when there were only around 6 tournaments each year, Stuart used to play golf 3 or 4 times a week, and he got down to a 5 handicap at one stage. He sees comparisons between the two sports.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. You're hitting a sort of steel ball. You keep your head still on the shot. Obviously, the golf swing's a bit more. You've got a load more error, I think, there. Where obviously it's only that playing snooker, but it's obviously you got the weather conditions in golf, and even in snooker, people don't realise that when it's humidity outside, the balls get sticky. When it rains, it plays heavy. It does change a lot on the snooker table, but. Yeah, I'm just happy I played snooker.
Stuart has just returned early from the Australian Open, where he surprisingly lost to Fergal O'Brien in the first round. This season's European snooker tour starts in Riga, Latvia this week, and Stuart will be there, determined to make amends.
Going to Australia, getting a few congratulations off the players, a few of my friends like Mark Davis saying, "All right, WC," and all this, like world champ and all that, and it's nice, obviously. No one can take it away from me, but it's like I just want to get on with the season. I need to start practicing. I didn't really practice that much before going away in the last trip, so I just need to put the hours in and get back to what I do.
Having fulfilled his lifelong ambition and reached number 2 in the world, Stuart is now targeting the number 1 spot and maybe another Crucible success at the end of the season.
Look at like Mark Williams and John Higgins, they've won it multiple times. But I'm sort of up there, well, I'm not up there with them, but I've got my hands on the same trophy they've done and what we're all striving for. So yeah, it's nice to have that name on that trophy, and it will be there forever.
Subscribe now to our YouTube channel for the very best of Trans World Sports.